What are you doing? Don't make everything so complicated. Some things are really not complicated and they're quite simple, and you've got to back off and let them be simple. Welcome to my WTF video for this week. And it is Wednesday as I'm sitting here talking to you, but the video that I'm going to show you, I actually shot yesterday in advance and I messed up the intro. So I'm redoing the intro and I couldn't find the same glasses, so my glasses are about to change color. I shouldn't have said that. I should have waited to see how many people noticed. Anyway, the point is, WTF are we doing to ourselves by trying to overanalyze and overcomplicate our diet and being fooled by so much marketing and pulled into these weird Alice in Wonderland type rabbit holes with bizarre supplements and bizarre procedures and bizarre behaviors to try and suddenly make ourselves healthy when nature knows how to do it. Your body knows how to do it. It's not very complicated. That's the theme for today's video. I'm going to cross now to me yesterday with different glasses on. Enjoy the video. I've just had quite a few questions very recently from people about the weirdest things. There is so much information, and I do that in parenthesis because a lot of it isn't information, it's just rubbish. But there is so much content, let's say, especially on social media, about health and nutrition, and you need to eat this and you need to eat that and you mustn't eat that and you've got to take this weird supplement that somebody's invented somewhere, and all these kind of semi-natural, unnatural things, and with clever sounding chemical names, and I get questioned like, what do you think of this, what do you think of that? And a lot of the time I don't think anything because I've barely heard of it, and then I look at it and it's complete nonsense, and I don't have time for this. And what we need to do is not only find information, we need to be able to filter the information. It needs to be simple because it is simple. Your body is not simple. Your body is very complex because it has developed and adapted to the specific conditions of this planet and the natural food that we're supposed to be eating, and that is simple. Your role in this is simple. Eat the right food, avoid the wrong food, get exercise, manage your stress, you'll be fine. And it's highly unlikely there'll be anything wrong with you at all unless you are getting very, very old, or you have some kind of genetic issue, and then you can tweak around the edges with a little bit of supplementation or, if necessary, medication to deal with these things. But to go on into these rabbit holes of weird pseudo-mystic powers of various plants and things, it's exhausting. It really is exhausting, and it's ridiculous. So here you go. Cut out carbohydrates. Cut out sugar. Don't eat sugar. You don't need sugar. Your body is perfectly built, perfectly designed, perfectly adapted to live without sugar. And yes, it can burn sugar because it has to, because sugar is toxic and dangerous and your body's trying to get rid of it. You don't need to burn sugar. You need to be burning fat. Then your weight will stay at the right level. You won't develop diabetes. You won't develop heart disease. You probably won't get Alzheimer's. You will avoid most cancers. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff. So, a sugar-free diet. Now, sugar means carbohydrates, so starch-free diet. Ultimately, an animal-based diet is going to work for you. It doesn't matter what you think about eating bacon or about eating sausages or eating chicken and fish. And yes, there are issues around ethics and the environment, and those are separate issues, okay? And those are very important issues, and they may be very important in your life, and that's your personal choice. And how you judge those things and whether it is ethical or not to eat a sardine, that's got nothing to do with your with your biochemistry or with your metabolism. Okay, so we're talking from the point of view of health and metabolism and what your body actually needs. Every single vitamin and mineral that you need is available in animal food. Some of them are not available in plant food. So if you're eating only plants, you need to supplement. If you're eating only animals, You probably don't. Okay, now I say probably because there are a few issues. You might have a congenital or genetic issue that your body doesn't process certain nutrients ideally, and so you need to bump them up, or you need to even take a medication to get your organs to work properly. That is possible. It's unusual, it's a minority, but of course it's possible. So you need to understand what your body is and isn't going to do. I mean, you might be type 1 diabetic, then you've got a problem already. So there are going to be exceptions, but there are not a lot of exceptions. Now, another thing that does come out is that the food you eat, the food that's available for you to eat, is not always ideal. It is not always fully nutritious. It is not, in fact, hardly ever completely natural in the way it would be in nature. Okay, and that's because of farming methods. And that applies to animals and plants, because if you're eating animals, those animals have been eating plants that have been produced. So they are eating the vegetables for you. So you end up with the same source of your nutrients grown in the same soil. And our soil is quite depleted, and it's very simple to understand. Now, I'm doing a video later today about an issue that I had, struggling with cold, and my fingers going blue, and my ear, it was always my right ear going blue, my nose, tip of my nose, my fingers, my toes, horrific, almost unbearable sometimes in the mornings, even walking with shoes and socks on, because my toes were so cold and the pain was horrific. And I've amazingly solved it, almost by accident, because I was trying to look into something else. Anyway, I'm going to do a video on that, hopefully today, or certainly by tomorrow, about bad circulation in your extremities. And this is a perfect example of when sometimes you need to supplement, even if you are eating what should be the ideal human diet. And the reason it isn't is because of something missing, or something at least lacking, so deficient in the soil and therefore in our food chain. So yes, there will be times when you need to, but mostly you don't need to. So if you eat the right food and you get exercise and you manage to get enough sleep and you avoid as much as you can toxins like tobacco and alcohol, and definitely avoid the sugar, you're going to be 99% of the way to being really, really healthy. And if you are 99%, well, it's going to feel like 100. You're not even going to notice the difference. So to then go down these rabbit holes of weird, to me, are weird ideas of, I don't even want to go into some of them here because it'll just give them credibility to even mention them. But when people start asking me about the latest fad or the latest craze, and you can go to Amazon and you can pay a whole lot of money and buy these magic tablets or magic pills or magic herbs or magic mushrooms or magic anything, there is no magic, okay? Doing it naturally is magical. The effects feel like magic, but it's not magic. It's biochemistry. It's just your metabolism and you keeping it simple so you can allow what is a very complicated body to work properly and do what it wants to do. It knows how. Your body knows how to digest things. It knows how to get rid of excess things. It knows what it needs in which part of your body for which function. It doesn't need you trying to tell it what to do. Okay? It needs you to back off, eat the right food, and just let your body do it for you. So there we go. Keep an eye open for my video today on how I solved the issue of my fingers and toes. It's amazing. I'm so excited about it. I've actually solved one of my own problems. It's really great. Okay, see you all back here next week.